Goddag og velkommen til Winefactory. Mit navn er Tobias Ligti, og jeg sidder her på Hacienda Monasterio i Ribera del Duero i Spanien. Vi har fået den store fornøjelse at besøge stedet her og smage nogle af vinene sammen med cellarmasteren Carlos de Fuentes, som jeg bliver velkommen til nu, og beder ham om at fortælle lidt om stedet og fortælle lidt om de her vine, vi skal smage på i dag, som der bliver lavet her på stedet. So welcome, Carlos.
Welcome.
Welcome to Winefactory,
Thank
the
you.
Danish wine blog.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you so much for showing us around this beautiful place.
Yeah.
We are very glad that you had the time to see us and also the possibility to try some of your wonderful wines.
Okay.
So we have tasted a few different wines. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about the history of the place here and what you do here? And
Yeah, the most important thing is to say that, as you know, this brand, called it Monasterio, keep the philosophy of the director currently of the company and the winemaker, and currently and all time has been like this. We call it very famous in your country because he's Danish. It's very interesting. Peter Sisek. I'm working with him since the first time since the 1990. And he set up this winery. He made a project of this estate called Hacienda Monasterio. Hacienda Monasterio is one estate with 145 hectares all around here with 100 hectare vines. And the idea of this project, it was for Peter, it was to make a typical chateau project in Spain. All in slopes, all vineyard around the winery, and to show the people how could be the personality of Tempranillo with the Bordeaux philosophy in 1991.
And how much Tempranillo do you have here on the estate?
We have 80% of the planted are Tempranillo, and the rest are. We have 12% Cabernet Sauvignon, 6% Merlot, and 2% Malbec. And with this, we made the blend of Hacienda Monasterio. The most important thing is we keep the personality of the soil. All soil is limestone, calcareous soil. And the Peter's idea all the time had to be respect the nature. We are organic, we are certificated organic, we don't use irrigation in one area like this with a low rainfall. And the important thing is to keep the character of the soil, to keep the personality, respect the nature, be organic, and after this age all to pick up the grape and age all wine in barrels of French oak and make potential wine with capacity to age in bottle.
Right. And you said you don't use irrigation.
No.
And we have been around here, and maybe this is one of the warmest wine regions we have ever visited.
True.
So it must be tempting, maybe sometimes, to use irrigation, but you don't. So why don't you use?
We were tempted, and more the owners were tempted to use the irrigation, but. This point is where when Peter take the word and said no, we don't use irrigation. Why? Because if you use irrigation, you can use, but if you don't have, you don't use. The idea is to take strong plants with deeper roots, because in the deeper part of the soil is when you have the humidity to get ripe grape. No?
Okay, so it's like to pressure the vine to go deep.
Yeah, this is the
and the roots to go deep.
This is the idea. And for the way, respect the nature. Also here, we have a special condition. The rainfall is very low, but the conditions is very good because the humidity is very low. When you have low humidity, you have a good condition to be organic because it doesn't attack the disease.
No.
This is the idea. We have a warm temperatures, but with low humidity. The disease doesn't attack here. We don't make treatment of the vineyard, and it's all naturality.
And now we're here sitting in the summer of 2016, and you will harvest in about a month, end of September.
End of September, yeah.
And this vintage, how is it gone so far?
We will see. We
Yeah.
will see. But when the vineyard grew up, we were a little bit afraid because it was a little bit late this year. But this year we had been rain. We had been rain in winter and spring, and also we had been rain in July. But after, no, in July, final day of June. After we have had very hot days and warm days, maybe too much now because we need a little bit of rain right now. But for me, the potential of the year, it will be very good, very good. It will be perfect, for example, if we have rain this week, but we don't have the keep to have. But
Okay.
The potential is very good.
So the next month is very exciting, very interesting to see the next month.
Very exciting.
Okay. So here at Hacienda Monasterio, you make 3 wines.
3 wines.
You make the Hacienda Monasterio, and you make the Reserva and the Reserva Especial.
Good.
So in these glasses, we now have the Reserva in 2 different vintages. The 2011, which was quite a warm vintage, as you said.
Warm.
And we have a very interesting, very rare wine, the 95, which is one of the first wines you made here using
It
your
94.
94 was the first one, and this is 95, the second one. So maybe we should begin with the 11 and have a smell and a taste.
This 2011 is I'm very proud of this kind of wine because this is the typical style of this area. It's potential wine in warm summer. The idea in 2011 was the only idea it was to keep the fruit because we learned too much about what happened in 2009 because it was similar than 11. We had warmer summer in 2009 and 2011. The idea it was to make early harvest because we saw the first day in September were very hot and increased very fast the alcoholic weight. We saw the ripeness of the grape were very good and increased faster the alcoholic weight. The idea is let's go to make harvest. The idea is to be smart to make the harvest and to make the harvest very quick. The only idea in 2008 it was to keep the fruit.
To keep the fruit, the freshness.
To keep the fruit, the freshness in warm year.
So you still have the balance because
to keep the balance, to keep the freshness because
exactly.
you know, in this kind of years, usually if you leave the grape and you make the typical vinification, you can get many kind of things. When you can get very powerful wine, a potential wine, black fruit. But you lose the freshness. And the idea in this kind of, for us, it was only to keep the fruit. Also, we aged this wine a long time, but in long time in old barrels, for only to keep the fruit.
Yes. And now this one, you can still, this is a big wine, deep, intense fruit, but still at the same time polished, clean, elegant. And you get already now very good complexity. You have the chocolatey notes, and I guess within 3 to 5 years this will become more and more complex over the time. But already now, deep, lush, delicious wine.
You could, in this kind of wines or in this kind of years, only you have 2 ways. Maybe you can get a powerful wine, but fall down very quickly, or potential wine, powerful wine, and keeps stable and improve with the time. This is the idea of 2000, and now the blend is the blend of this wine were 80% Tempranillo, Tinto Fino, 20% Cabernet Sauvignon, and now the wine keeps stable and improve the potential, no, improve the complexity more. You feel the wine is very mineral on the nose, powerful. I feel licorice. I feel definitely. A little bit cacao of the barrel integrate with the licorice, with the mineral components of the calca soil, the limestone soil.
Definitely, licorice, this dark chocolate, dark cocoa. Yeah.
And on the palate, the best part on the palate is smooth, soft, has a silky palate around the upper part of the palate. This is the tannin. This part comes from the ripe tannins. And after, when you drink the wine has very long finish with the mineral character. The most important.
Great. And if we move on to the 95, do you have anything in your glass, maybe?
Yeah.
So immediately you notice, of course, the different color.
Yeah.
And now this bottle has never left this place. This bottle is bottled here, and you keep it here.
Yeah. You know, usually we keep amount of bottles of all years or harvest to show the people how could be the evolution of the wine. This is very important for us, and it's very important for the brand to show the people this kind of brand, this kind of wine has capacity to age in water, because we don't make the wine only to drink. We made the wine to drink, and we made the wine to keep in water. It's very important.
This is still a very healthy wine, still alive.
Okay.
This has this very nice mature components of tea, coffee, a bit of tobacco leaves.
Also eucalyptus. But the most important thing is the wine keeps alive. It's mineral all the time. This wine is again is a warmer year. 95 it was very warmer year.
And is there any difference between these two wines? Now this is both Reserva.
Both Reserva, and both comes from the warm year.
And the grape variety, here you said 78?
78, but it's
basically
the blend is similar.
Okay.
Are similar. This is 80% Tempranillo. This is 78% Tempranillo, the rest Cabernet. This is 80% Tempranillo, 20%, 78, 22%. Similar.
So this is very similar wines, just 15 years apart.
Maybe 95 is 95. It was saying in new barrel. This wine it was saying in old barrel.
Okay.
This is the difference.
Okay.
Because in 95, you know, it was in fashion to use more new barrel, and the people looking for more the new style, modern style of the wine. We made we use it more new barrel in 95. The difference maybe it could be maybe this one are aged more in new barrel 95, old barrel 11.
Okay.
But
now we have a chopper coming over here.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for seeing us, for taking the time to see us.
Thank you.
We have had a very, very good time here. Definitely learned something. We'll just wait till it.
Okay.
But thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I will just finish off in Danish.
Okay.
Og sige mange tak, fordi I så med. Det her har været et rigtig, rigtig lækkert besøg i Ribera del Duero og få nogle af de klassiske vine herfra, faktisk. Point og så videre, skriver vi ned under videoen her. Og ellers er det bare at sige tak for nu og skål. Så cheers.
Cheers.